So this is just continuing on from last week, guys. I have sleeve control. Put in my Dlr hook, Carl drops the combat base. Okay, we showed you last week about how I'm going to switch my grips. Okay, if he's standing up, stand up again, bro. Okay, I like this sleeve control, especially against the bigger guys, and I can work my sweeps and stuff. Okay, but once he drops the combat base, okay, I still have sweeps, but I'm going to look for the triangle or the omoplata. Last week we showed you the triangle, whereby I let go of my grip here, grip his lapel, so I can break his posture. Okay. My foot, if it's on his thigh, it's going to go onto his hip. I'm going to bring him to me. I'm going to kick him off and try and get him to post with his hands on the mat. Okay, my Dlr hook, I take the foot out, I put it on his hip, and I lift my hips up, and then I look to my triangle show, which we looked at in more detail last week, guys. We're going to do the omoplata this time. Again, we've looked at the omoplata before, so we'll just go over some of the details again. So again, feet on hip guard, I put in my Dlr hook, Carl drops the combat base, so he's one knee up. Okay, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I release the sleeve grip, I get a lapel grip, put my foot on his hip, I bring him to me, and then I kick him off. Once he posts his hand on the mat, okay, this Dlr hook comes out, I put it on my hip and I lift my hips up, just like what I did for the triangle, only this time I'm going to stuff his arm, okay, and my leg is just going, I'm going to smash it all the way to the mat, like so, okay. And from here, my leg is underneath, I'm going to bring it all the way out, so I'm nearly in a scarf hold position, okay. I'm going to switch grips, my hand's going to grab the outside of his knee, I'm going to hip out, until I get him flat on the mat, and then from here I turn my hips and look for the far shoulder. Get my grip here, then I'm going to lift my hips up. Carl's got a really flexible shoulder, so from here, if I want to get it more on the elbow, I bring my legs forward and I come up this way. Okay, or that's on the elbow, on the shoulder. I can still get, even though he's really flexible, if I just remember this detail of I lift my hips off the mat. I'm using this foot as a base, okay, come all the way up, get the top eventually, okay. Again, one more time. Your bad shoulder now, is it?
It is. But that's actually what it is. Nothing to do with it.
So, from here, adjust the combat base. I switch grips. Here, foot goes in the hip, I bring him to me, then I kick him off to get on the base. I take out my Dlr hook, put my foot on his hip, I lift my hips up, and then I stuff his arm. Again, I've seen the omoplata done like this, whereby they kick the leg over and they triangle their legs, like this. Okay, but if Carl sits up and postures up, I've lost my omoplata. Okay, so from here, and there's nothing wrong with this, but if I get to here, I've got my triangle, my base is this width because it's the size of my fingers. Okay, but if I smash my foot, come back a bit, over here, I put my foot on his hip and I lift my hips up. Okay. If I smash my foot to the mat and sit out this way, try to sit up now, Carl, my base is this wide because it's the distance between my feet. Again, from here, if his knee's on the mat, I just turn into him. Look to get my omoplata or elbow lock. With your knees, bro. Or if I smash him all the way out to here and he's still on his knees, and I originally had this grip, okay, I switch grips, the hand was in the lapel, goes to the sleeve, I then grab the outside of his knee and I hip away, okay, and try and get him flat on his back. Then I can sit up. Setting up is everything. Just get your knees, Carl. Okay, you get to see this position a lot. People have to triangle their legs and we're trying to sit up, Carl's posturing up, and I'm trying to smash into the mat. And I can't because I've lost the position. But let's just say I do happen to get him down. The reason he can posture up is because he's still on his knees. Okay? So if I switch my grip and I grab the outside here and I hip escape away and I stuff this, okay, from here, it's hard for him to posture up when he's laying belly down. So again, get the lapel, my legs come back, and they can hip forward. Also the option, you get the choke as well from here. Okay, from here, if I'm attacking the omoplata and I just maybe haven't got in the position, I can come underneath and I have the choke as well. So, one more time. Front feet on hips guard. Stuff the leg. Dlr hook, curl drops to combat base. I switch grips. Foot goes in my hip. I lift my hips up, stretching them out. I stuff the arm, and again, this leg is smashing all the way to the mat. As I smash it, you bring this leg out, so I've got base. Okay, stay on your knees, Carl. From here, okay. Once I get a shoulder on the mat, I want to keep it on the mat, but I also want to remove his base. So I switch grips, grab the outside of the knee, and I'm just going to stuff it as I hip escape. Now I'm sitting up. Latch onto the lapel, forward for the elbow lock, this way for the shoulder lock, or coming underneath for the choke. Okay, that's your Dlr To Omoplata, guys. Let's drill for 5.